Hi guys, Nathan again here from Cornerstone FX, back again with another market analysis video. We're going to do it a little bit differently this week. We've got a whole lot more pairs that we'll be analyzing, and we'll just be going through what the thinking for the pairs are. So starting here with Euro USD. So as you can see, this is a bullish market. Price has been pushing up. What I'd like to see is this area on top over here broken and retested, and then looking to take this market, or rather this pair, continuing to trade it up. However, if we do see price push down to these levels, our major structure has not been violated, so I will continue to look for buyers also around these areas. So the long and short of it is, if price does not break below this level here, this 1.19234, I will still continue looking for buying opportunities. All right, great. That's my analysis on Euro USD. Let's move on. Euro AUD. So as you can see, we were in an upward moving market on Euro AUD. That was violated, both this key level at 155.336 and our trend line moving up was also violated. A level was created and respected, and now I am looking for selling opportunities on Euro AUD. If you are accustomed to going down to your lower time frames, you will see that there is an area here that is right now where price is playing around. We could see price continue moving down from this area, or we could see price pull back higher, back to this level 1.55336, and then only continuing to go down. But as long as price trades below this area, I will be looking to sell Euro AUD down to these levels over here. And if that level does get broken, our next target areas will be all the way down here. All right, that's my analysis on Euro AUD. Moving on to GBP USD. As you can see with GBP USD, the market here as well is moving up. We have our trend line drawn in. That price has been failing to break below. We have these wicks showing that this is actually a strong area. Our last key area here was at 1.37277, and price is now trading at these highs. As you can see, price pushed all the way to the upside. My first plan, and what I'm hoping to see price do, is break this level here at 1.38332, retest that area and push up. But what we could see, which is my second plan, is price might pull down to this trend line and then only push up, because we don't know at the moment if price has pushed, if the push of the market is complete here and then we're about to experience exhaustion, or if it will push higher first and then our exhaustion will come later. So we'll have to see what the markets do. The best thing we can do is react to what the market is doing and not anticipate what the market will do. All right, so those are my plans for GU. Again, my overall plan for GU is to ride it to the upside. Okay, moving on to GBP AUD. With GBP AUD, as you can see, we are in a nice downtrend. So my first plan of action, and probably my only plan of action going into Monday, Tuesday, is to see price come back to these levels over here. And then from these levels, I will be looking for a sell opportunity to the downside. If that doesn't happen, I'll then have to adjust my plan. But for now, that is my plan. If my structure doesn't get violated, if price doesn't act weirdly, that is my one and only plan on GU. AUD USD. With AUD USD, we had, for the longest time, we saw price consolidating around these areas over here. Price finally broke above that area, coming all the way up here, 77,571. So my plan going into next week is to see price break that 77,571 and continue to the upside. I am hoping that that's what will happen almost immediately in the new week. Otherwise, if price does continue to trade above these areas over here, I will still be looking for buys. Again, if you are accustomed to going to lower time frames, there is an area here in the market that price seems to be respecting, which is one of the reasons I say I'm hoping that price will continue from here. But it is not wrong to wait for price to come down to these areas over here before looking for buying opportunities. We'll again just have to see how it goes from maybe Monday, Tuesday, and then we can capitalize on the markets. All right, the last pair is CAD JPY. CAD JPY is in a consolidation. So again, no major plans for CAD JPY. The only thing that I'll be waiting to see is if price breaks to the bottom or to the top. Our key areas that we're waiting for price to break here at the bottom is 86.585 and 87.216. If price does break these areas, then we will take the trade either to the upside or to the downside. All right, guys, as always, I hope this video or these analysis were of value to you. I hope you can get one or two things that you can implement. Again, this is of our own opinion. And remember, always plan the trade and trade the plan. Until next time.
What's up, guys? Brandon here from Cornerstone FX, and I will be continuing with the pre-market analysis from my end. I'll be looking at a few pairs on my watch list that we will be looking at for the week ahead. As you can see, jumping right in it, I've got gold open in front of me right now. All my analysis will be done on the 4-hour chart. And as you can see right now, gold is in a nice bullish uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. As you can see right there. What I am waiting for on this market, however, we have been making nice higher highs, higher lows, higher high, breaking through this area right here, retesting, pushing back up through this area around 1775 right there. Do that 1775, 1774. We are looking at a retest right now. So right now, my analysis on gold would be one of two things. If we can push from here, well, breaking there, back up to our level right there on the top. That'll be 1826 area. However, if we do push down, retesting this area once again, we'd be looking at something like this. Retest there, coming back up, and then continuing up like that. That's the two options on gold that I've got. So right now we are waiting to see if we can hold this area. We'll then just look for a buying opportunity going up. Maybe waiting for pullback, possible second entry, and then continuing up to the final area 1826. If I jump onto EURUSD, as you can see right now, we are in some sort of consolidation in this area here, right? So at this point in time, I am waiting to see. So right now, I do see we came back to this area. Seems like we are holding, so we could possibly continue up. However, before I take any entries on this pair, I would like for it to either break to the upside or the downside. So if I do it like that, I've got my weekly zone at the top there. I've got my daily zone right here. So if we break to the downside, I'd like a break, retest, and continuation down to here. However, if we're going to continue up, I'd like a break. Sorry, let me do that again. I'd like a break, retest, and continue back to the weekly zone right there. So those are the two options that I've got for EURUSD. If I go down to GBPJPY, as you can see, we are in a bit of consolidation as well. On this pair, we have broken these highs right here, right now. However, like I said, we are in some sort of consolidation between that level right there and this level right here. So on this pair, I am bullish right now, seeing that we are breaking. However, again, I'm not going to take any positions until we get to this area right over here. And I'd like to see what happens in terms of if it can hold, because if it can hold, we then continue back down to our daily zone right here. However, if it's not able to hold, then we could potentially see a break and retest going back up to, or breaking the weekly, retesting, and continuing up to our daily right there. However, if that area is able to hold, we'll be looking at something like this, down to our daily right there. So that's the two options on GBPJPY. Let's go down to NZDCAD. NZDCAD, as you can see, we broke through our daily zone right here. Bit of a retest, bit of consolidation in actual fact. Bounce, 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 and then we finally broke down to our weekly zone, went back up, made a double bottom right here, and we pushed up, making higher highs, higher lows. So it's a nice bullish uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. And we are currently back at our daily zone right there, where we bounced, came back up. So on this pair, I do believe we are going to continue back down to the weekly zone. What I am looking for is a possible double top right here, continuing down, break, retest of that area, back down to our weekly zone. And that will be the final take profit area. So this will be the break and retest of this zone right here before continuing down to our weekly zone. So option number one would be, going back up to our daily, making a double top, something like this, right there and right there, before continuing down. However, if it's making a higher low right here, or lower high, sorry, we can then continuing down to make a lower low, lower high, and a lower low right there to our final target. We'll have to have a look if this area holds on the smaller time frames, on the 1 hour or the 30-minute, to see if we do create some sort of resistance right there before continuing down with this pair. If I go down to AUDCHF, at this point in time, I'm not looking for anything specific. We have broken through this daily area. If we can get a retest right here with a continuation up back to our level right here. This is the first level of resistance that I see on this pair. As you can see right here, this is the latest area of resistance. If I move this over right there, something like that is what we will be looking at. And why I said a break and retest here is because this is the last high point. So if we can get a break and retest there on AUDCHF, that is what we'll be looking at bouncing from the daily, breaking through this area right here, which is the 71,600 area, continuing up to our area of 72,370. That's what we're looking at on AUDCHF. USDJPY, as you can see, we are in a nice downtrend, making lower highs and lower lows on this market, on this pair. Let me move this out of the way. Right, yeah. And as you can see right now, we have broken through. Let me just move my screen a bit. So on this pair, we broke through this area right here at 108.370 to 360. So what I am looking for is a break, the retest right now, and then a continuation down to our level right here at the 106.950, 960 area. So that is what I'm looking for on USDJPY. We broke nicely through this area, 108.360. If we can get a retest at that area and then continue down to 106.960. That'll be the targets on USDJPY. AUDJPY, on this market, we are in some sort of bullish uptrend on the bigger time frame. Right now, we are seeing some sort of resistance at this level, 84,400, 420. My anticipation for this is if we can continue back down here, retest this area before continuing up, retest and then continue up to there. However, that's option number one. Option number two, if we can continue with the bullish momentum, breaking, retest, and then continuing up to our final target right at the top. This is the 85,340 area, and the break or the retest bounce on this one will be 83,450. Those are the two options I have on AUDJPY. Just have a look at that. And then the last pair that we'll be looking at today, oh no, the second last pair, sorry, is GBPCAD. As you can see, we have broken through, or we have bounced at our weekly zone right here, and we're pushing up nicely to our daily. However, we have broken recently through this area right here with no retest. So if we, number one, either will push up from where we are right now and see what happens at our daily level. If we are able to hold it right there, if we're able to hold it, we will then continue. If we're able to hold it, this is what will happen. Bounce and come back to our weekly zone right there. However, either we can get a pullback and a bounce back up to here, and then maybe a continuation from there, breaking, retest, and continuing up. We'll have to see what happens around this area right here to see if we are continuing the bullish momentum, because we are experiencing great momentum right now from the bulls. As you can see, there's great 4-hour candle right there. If we can get a pullback, we can possibly look for buys around here to continue back to the daily level. However, if we get a break retest, then we can continue back up to our monthly zone right there. So that's exactly what I'm looking for on GBPCAD. And the last pair, as I mentioned, is EURGBP. On this market, we were in a nice bullish uptrend. However, it does seem as though we have broken through this area right here at 86,400. So at this point in time, because we have broken through, I am waiting for the retest. My apologies. I am waiting for the retest on this back to that 86,400 level to continue down to our 85,400 level. That's the option we have right there on EURGBP. So as you can see, guys, we have broken through a lot of areas. Break and retest is what I'm trading, waiting for candlestick confirmation on a lot of these pairs. Great moves happening this week, in the week to come. We will definitely give you a recap with our market recap later this week. So look out for that. Again, before we end this, please like, share, and subscribe, and please stay tuned for what's to come next. Have a great trading week. See you soon.